Only for you.
Ms. Conley, can you tell us a little bit about Putin's internal political constraints with regard to the illicit economy? Are there shades of gray inside the illicit economy of some of his cronies who are worried about the adventurism and think that in industry X, Y, or Z, this is more dangerous than people who just like his distraction tactics to prop himself back up at home with the adventurism?
Thank you, Senator. Well, the Russian economy and President Putin's management of it has stabilized the economy for now. The long-term trajectory is quite dire. It appears that the Siloviki, this sort of the inner circle of their business interests, have remained fairly stable. There is certainly changes, cannibalization, if you will, of different companies nationalized to maintain benefits, but the economy is under great strain. What we found in our report, interestingly, in all of these Russian influence operations, there was a connection to President Putin's inner circle. So certainly enriching and continuing to enrich that small inner circle is very important. But I think there's a myth in some ways that the sanctions have had a devastating impact on the Russian economy. They have hurt them, but they have stabilized. He is working very hard. President Putin understands he's now having to harden. That's why he has created his own National Guard. He knows things are going to get very rough, but he is stabilizing the economic situation. He's ready for the long term and making sure that inner circle, which there have been changes, there's generational changes going on right now. He's passing leadership from his peers to another generation. He's sculpting them. So I think we have to understand their further enrichment is very important, but we're seeing impact of lack of payment to pensions and teachers. The social welfare system is crumbling, but the inner circle is being maintained.
How rich is Putin?
I have no idea, sir.
Any of you have any estimates, Mr. President? You're not usually bashful.
Well, the reports say 100 billion, but who knows? But certainly it's a lot.
And just to be clear, for the record, this is a guy who's a public sector bureaucrat for most of his life, and we think he might be worth on the order of $100 billion. There's no moment of significant private sector activity where he had a stake in a private equity company or something.
But this is a pattern repeated across the board among senior leaders in public service in Russia. I mean, we have press secretaries with $30,000 Swiss watches.
Mr. Weinstein, were you trying to jump in there? You know some of the history on the guy?
No, I'm a little perplexed how a public servant gets $100 billion in his bank. Wish I could do that.
I don't see that spreading through the Congress.
I know I'm at time, so just one.